Let's get it, man. But yo, beautiful people, this Nate here.
This Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 248.
Yeah, man, a whole lot of them, man. Listen here, bro. I don't know why you hit me up this week and told me, like, listen, I enjoyed that Coming to America. You a lie. you a bold-faced lie coming through my phone that way.
Let's get to it early. Let's get to it early. So you did not like it.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say I didn't like the movie. All right.
Okay.
I absolutely hated the lead actor. That was the worst performance I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Listen, Leslie Jones was terrible. No, I got to go. Leslie Jones was terrible. That lead actor was absolutely horrible. Like, listen, I support everything
black.
Is
that what we're talking about? Hakeem's son?
Yes, Hakeem's son.
Okay. He was trash. You're right.
I support everything black, man. I'll never watch another movie with that man in it. Never. He was god awful. Like, that was the worst performance I ever seen. And like, yo, I get it. Maybe the writers didn't do him no favors with that script. All right, but you got to go and turn SHI into sugar out here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He turned it from dung to SHI. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was worse. He did it. He took a bad script and made it worse, man. His acting is absolutely god awful. And we got to quit beating around the bush, my man. Mm-hmm. Tracy Morgan's not funny. Listen, I'm so glad that brother, you know what I'm saying, made it out of that car accident. I'm so happy to see him doing well. I hope he is happy, and I'm glad to see him achieving and doing everything that he want to do in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy for him. Yeah. Bruh is not funny.
Okay.
Straight up.
He wasn't Bro Man. What was he? Hustle Man on Martin.
Hustle Man. Listen, that role worked out well. But you know why Hustle Man worked out well? Because bruh had 10 seconds on camera every like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a season, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where he's good. That's a good pocket for him.
But even he didn't have a huge role in the movie to where it made you hate it.
No, I didn't hate him in the movie. I'm just saying he's not funny. But you know what? And maybe it's because he got cast along with that Brooklyn crew. Because everybody out of that Brooklyn crew was god awful. Because it mainly consisted of Leslie Jones and Hakeem's son. I don't even know his name. It's better that I don't know his name.
Because you might boycott his future.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll change his hairstyle up or something like that and just trick me. And I won't realize that it was him. You know what I mean?
But I told you, when I text you mid-movie, I'm like, if you can make it past the first half hour, you're okay in the movie. But that first half hour, and I think mainly because it's a lot of Leslie Jones. Like, she was bad, man. Like, I don't think she's funny. But she did have some funny parts toward the end. But I think it's because she did, Kev. She did. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna leave you take the floor still. I'm gonna let you keep going unless you're done, and I can take over for a second.
Man, no, okay. You go ahead, man.
So here's the thing. Me and the wife watched it, right? And we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the movie. But I think the reason why we enjoyed it is because we enjoyed the first one so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the movie, if you're watching it because of just it, like if you've never seen Coming to America 1, and then you watch this one, you don't watch that one, but you watch this one, you're not gonna like it. The reason why we liked it was nostalgia. They literally plucked on all the nostalgia. When we saw Randy Watson at the end, we got up and cheered like crazy. But the reason why we did it is because we liked Randy Watson from the first movie. When my man said that was good, he said it again. I'm like, okay, cool. We was waiting on that all day, all movie long. The CGI on the lion, listen, they got it. Like, that was abysmal, man. Like, that was very, very bad. I didn't like that, but you're right. When you say the lead actor, I thought you were saying Eddie. I thought Eddie was actually pretty funny. I thought Eddie Murphy.
Fine. Listen, everything else about the movie, James Earl Jones was brilliant. Wesley Snipes was very good. I loved all the cameos. Going back to the barbershop and stuff like that, that was hilarious. There were great bits in that movie. It was just that lead actor and Leslie Jones damn near made that movie unwatchable.
I'm with you. I'm rolling with you on that. I am. We like, it felt good seeing all the old actors from the first one in there. Like when we seen Peaches and what was the sister's name? I forget the sister's name.
Cream.
But anyway, there you go. Like they seeing them made me happy. But no, it was really Leslie Jones. I said that to you in text. I don't know if you remember, but I said like, yo, she's bad. And I've never thought she was funny. Never. Like, I never have thought she was funny. And then when she digs into the I'm sexy bag, I really think it's like totally, I can't watch it. Like, it's like,
that's supposed to be the humor. I get that part though. It's supposed to be the humor.
Okay. It's not humorous, and nor do I find it funny at all.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I do. But here, okay, so it came about. It went straight to Amazon, and I think what made me like it even more was the fact that it went straight to Amazon. Because if it was a movie that I had to go to the movie theater and pay for, I would have asked for my money back. I would have literally. I would have. Oh, very hot. I'd have been upset. Only thing I would have enjoyed is the fact that the food that went on with the movie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was bad, and I didn't even think about the lead actor. But no, he was very bad. I don't even know his name. Like you said, it's better we don't know his name.
Listen, he was god awful, man. He almost ruined that whole franchise for me, man. And I was, you know, it wasn't even that I was upset. I was hurt, man. I was hurt because I was looking forward to coming to America too. Like I remember we even talked about it. He was like, "Oh, you gonna watch?" I'm like, "Of course, man. I'm there. Yeah. Day one, I got to see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it." And you know, I came in. My expectations wasn't crazy because I understood this is a sequel that came 30 years later. All right. I'm just looking for a few cheap laughs and some nostalgia. That's it. Like that's all you had to do. I didn't care nothing about the plot line, the story. I just wanted to see the original actors, do some callbacks, get a few giggles in, have a good time with my wife. That's it. They tried to prevent me from doing that, man. And it's like, yo, you had the simplest instructions ever. It's like, yo, listen, all my man had to do was just not blow it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even asking him to do a good job. I'm not asking him to be Lakeitha Daniel Coulier. I'm not asking him to do that. I'm not looking for Jesus and the Black Messiah, which I did watch, or Judas and the Black Messiah. I watched that. Yet. Oh, it might be too late for you. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. But but man, they fumbled the bag so bad. Like, why couldn't we get DC Young Fly or somebody like that? And like, I'm not a huge fan of DC Young Fly, but I at least think he could have did that role justice. Get a young up and coming actor that we've all seen that you know what I mean can handle the comedic stuff. We don't know this guy. I've never seen him. He's not funny. And I dare to say, I question if he's talented. You know, I hate to go there because, like I said, I support everything black. I want to see the brother win regardless. But man, he tried to ruin that movie for me. And it's like, man, you got to know what that movie meant to us. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of the classics. And again, I didn't expect this one to be a classic. I just wanted to laugh a little bit. It was just a little reprise on a Friday night. Okay. Yeah. That's all I was looking for. And he tried. He ruined it. He tried to ruin it. You're ruining it. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever seen you this animated, bro. I really don't.
Last time I felt this way was when we was reviewing the Casanova. This is the last time I felt this way, where I just wanted to just break through the gate. You know what I mean? Like, this is not good. It ain't right, honestly. Right.
No, when you put that spin on it, and black people, we wanted this movie for a long time.
Yes.
No. Well, okay. Did we really want it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We wanted it. All right. But then you're right. He was bad, man. He was bad. So like, okay, so out of 1 out of 5, what do you give it?
2.5, man. That's being generous just because I love the original so much. But like, he really ruined that whole, and man, listen, all you had to do was just not be like just absolutely just terrible. Like, you could be obnoxious, you could be unfunny, you could play a role where it's like it was so vanilla I didn't even remember that you were in it. Yeah. But just don't make me hate you, man. Just don't make me hate you, because that wasn't the role.
Yeah. I think the story was good. I think the plot line in the story was, wasn't too thought out, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. But it was when the main actor tried to be serious. And it's like, you're right. He wasn't funny. And he wasn't a good actor for it to be serious. So it's like, that leaves me to where are you then?
Yeah,
like,
you just ruined it.
You ruined it.
That's all he was there for. It was to ruin
it. Look, read my lips. You're ruining it. Oh man, what else is going on with you, bro?
Oh man, I had midterms, so I was busting that down all week or whatever. So finally finished that up, man. And then outside of that, man, just chilling. You know what I mean? Chilling. Trying to move and shake, bro. Man, we watched that Judas and the Black Messiah. Oh man, it was so good. Lakeith Stanfield was brilliant. Daniel Kaluuya, he was brilliant in there. I'm probably mispronouncing the heck out of his name, but
we know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They were both brilliant in the movie, man. Great storytelling. They had the dude from Breaking Bad, man. What was his name? The guy, the young boy who came on to replace Jesse. He wasn't really wrapped too tight, a little weird.
I forget. Was it?
You know what I'm talking about though.
Oh, you talking about? Yeah.
I forget his name. And Toya tell me, but he was in the movie, man. He did a pretty good job, man. He did a good job of making you hate his character. But
really?
Man, that movie is so sad. I didn't realize Fred Hampton was only 21. I thought he was in his mid or later 20s, but he was only 21. Man, it was terrible.
Yeah, I read that too. I didn't know he was that young as well. I'm gonna watch it. I need to watch it tonight actually, because I know if I don't watch it tonight, I won't watch it.
Well, I think today is the last day it's on HBO Max. I mean, I know that, you know what I mean. They're means, but
that means nothing. Yeah.
I'm saying I know that they're means, but if you want to get that for sure, best quality, even though I mean it's still gonna be, I guess it don't really matter that much.
Just tell me, dear, just watch it tonight. Come on, man. You know who we are, man.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. Same. I know you was busy yesterday. I was on duty all day yesterday with the little ones, man, and it was cool. Had a fun day. But one thing I realized about myself though, Kev, is your boy has an obsessive personality. Okay.
Why you say that?
And okay, so I'm gonna tell you why. So down the rabbit hole. First of all, shout out to my boy Speed. My boy Speedy and his wife came by today. Shout out to him. I haven't seen him in a while. It's good to see him. And I got to get y'all together. I mean, we talked about him the other night. We was playing Warzone. And we got to get together. But shout out to him. I want to tell him that. He'll probably check out the podcast. So anyways, yesterday, I realized about myself that I have an obsessive personality. The last 2 weeks, I have been researching modded Nintendo 2DS XLs. All right?
Okay.
And I'm like, I want to mod something. I want to do something with myself. Am I ever going to play it again or get into it really? I don't know, but I didn't want to pay the $300 that had to come with buying one modded. Because I'm like, I can do it myself. How hard could it be, Mm-hmm. It's all soft mods. So I researched it for about 2 whole weeks. And then I said, I'm just going to pull the trigger on one. So I got on OfferUp. First of all, I got on eBay. And eBay, they're fleecing people for them 2DS XLs. You can get them brand new, or you used to be able to get them brand new, for $99 on closeout at Walmart. They're selling for upward to $350. A modded one is selling for close to $450.
Wow.
All right. So I'm like, I'm not paying that ticket for something that I know costs $99 out the gate. So I got on OfferUp. I found a guy on OfferUp who had one in my area, and it was brand new, and he was selling it for $140. I'm like, okay, I can pay $140 because it's a little bit more, and I can, for the markup, I'll pay it. So I found a dude. We met up at Target, and super nice guy. A father just like myself, and the first thing he asked me when he handed me the gaming system was, are you going to resell it? And the first thing out of my mouth is, that's none of your business. All right. Wow. But I laughed. I laughed because he didn't know how to take me. He's a little guy. And I said, I'm just playing. No, I'm going to mod it. I want to play it. I have some games I want to play. I've been falling in love with some of the older Paper Mario games, which I'll get into later. We'll talk about what we've been playing. And so anyways, I copped it off him. It was brand new. All to say what it was. So shout out to OfferUp. That was a great experience. I always tell you to be careful with all that stuff. Because it's a shady business, you don't know what's going on. Going whatever.
Just keep that thing on you. It's all right.
You keep the tooly. So, anyways, I come home and I mod it. It took me like 20 minutes to do. I modded it. Now, what takes time on it is filling the thing up with games. The games take about 2.5 minutes to install. I installed about 20 games, so I took a little time consuming finding them now. But now if you were to get one, I could walk you through it. We could do it. It takes you about maybe 40 minutes from start to finish. And if I wanted to resell this thing now, I could probably sell it for $450. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So anyways, I got it, loaded it up, bruh, started playing a game. And you know what I said?
I'm done with this.
I'm over this. Yeah. Like this is now done. So I don't know if I want to keep it now. I probably will because there are some games on the 3DS that I do want to play. I might end up going through it. But once I was done with it, Kev, I was done. And I said to myself, I had to look at myself in the mirror when I brushed my teeth the next morning, and I said, you know what, Nadir, you need to change some things about yourself or understand that you have an obsessive personality, and I do.
Bro,
I do, Kev.
Listen, I feel you because I told you. I've told you. I've thought many times about doing the exact same kind of stuff, and then I just be like, you know what? No, I know because once I do it, it'll be done, and then I won't care anymore. I'm like, okay, I play it for 30 minutes and be like, all right, that was cool.
Well, I'm trying to tell myself that I do have other games that I'm playing right now, and once I get done, because I've been getting on Khalees about that. She'll start a game, get kind of far into it, and then just play something else, and I'm like, damn,
she is your child.
She is my child. You're absolutely right. I'll get to like 70%, and I'm just like, nah. And I just start playing something else. And that's exactly where it's at. So she's actually going through the Paper Mario, the Origami King on the Switch. But yeah, so I realized that about myself though, bro, is that obsessive personality is me, bro. And I researched this thing, Kev, for like 2 weeks, man. And I just said, I'm going to do it. I want to do it. And I'm like, because it was like people were charging so much. Like there's people on eBay selling a service where they can, I'm like, you're charging people for this? People are paying for this? It literally took me 20 minutes to do, and it was really simple to do. Not as simple as the PSP, but it's literally step by step walking you through, press this button, move this here, and it was pretty simple. But Now that I've done it though, Kev, I don't know. But actually, bro, the 3DS has a good library. I didn't know it had games like this, but because we have the Switch, it's like, do I really need it? You know?
Nah, I'm gonna ask you the real question.
Go ahead.
Are the games that you're able to play on that handheld the same games that you could emulate on your PC?
No, they aren't.
No?
No.
You couldn't emulate those games and download them and play them on your PC?
I could, but it's not handheld. That's having it on my hand while I'm playing, while I'm working. That's the difference. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with playing those games at all, man. Like that's the thing of it. And that's what you came to realize now. It's like it had nothing to do with those games. Because if you just wanted to play those games, you could have played those games. You could have been playing them games. You know what I'm saying? It was just something new. It was like I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
Haven't done this before.
Right. And we've modded everything. Like we are guys who've modded almost every system we've had that was able to be modded, we've modded. So I'm like, I want to do it. I've never done one. And I did it and I'm like, now I'm over it. So now I have a brand new 2DS XL just sitting on my desk that I literally did not touch today because I was playing my other games I was playing. And I had the realization with myself though, fam. It's like, yo, I have an obsessive personality, man. And like I'm good to where one thing I do like about the fact that I do have it is that I don't force it on anyone else. You ever say somebody will like watch a show and then they'll be fully into it and they want you to be into it? I'm not like that. I'm not that guy. But if I'm into something, I'm into it, and then I'm like, now I'm over it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna either keep it and pass it along to the little ones. Although Dan, RIP to the pink DS that we had, because Dan thought that it was great to put water in it because water was going to make it charge faster. That's what she thought. And I'm like, in your 5-year-old brain, you really thought putting liquid inside of an electronic would make something charge faster. And I said, I'm rolling. I understand. You know, it's just dad and mom's money. It's okay.
But she understood that water conducts electricity. I find it brilliant.
I forgot.
I'm proud of her.
You're the Dan Whisperer. You're Uncle Kev. Like Dan. I'm
very proud of her, man.
I know you are.
You know what I mean? Like
I know you are, and that's exactly why I should have brought that story up to you. Yeah, man. But other than that, man, it's been slow motion over here, bro. Just the weekend, and we lost that hour this week, and it felt weird. I got up, I was like, man, it feels different this morning, and I'm one of those people. I look at the clock and I'm like, okay, I should be up, so I'm up. And I didn't realize I lost an hour. I didn't even realize it.
Really? Oh well. Yeah. I mean, my Toya had to go in do some kind of special training or something like that today. So yesterday we kind of had to plan out of our day a little bit accordingly, because she's like, well, I got to make sure that I'm in bed early. You know, my wife, she's a real she's by the book. You know what I mean? She's like, no, it's got to be. I'm like, that's awesome. But so yesterday we were just around the house, and I kept trying to get her to go out because it was such a nice day out. I'm like, man, listen, we ought to go and do this and do this. She's like, no, because this is my off day. I got to work tomorrow. I'm like, oh wow, dang, that sucks. Okay, well then we'll hang out or whatever. So we ended up watching Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel was actually a pretty good movie. I didn't realize it. I didn't think I was going to be into it, but it was actually a pretty good movie. And because she had been questioning me about all the Marvel stuff recently, ever since I told her that Photon was going to become Captain Marvel, she was not going for that at all, bro. She's not feeling that idea at all.
I remember you said that. But let me ask you this: did she ever wonder where the heck Captain Marvel came from? Because eventually she just came into the Marvel universe, and then she was just automatically the strongest Avenger. That didn't bother her at all.
No, she ain't that invested yet. Like, cause so now I'm starting to kind of go over the lore with her and explain like who some of the characters are, what we may see down the line, why it's important that the X-Men get integrated into the MCU, how that'll help, kind of flesh out the story. Just because some of the mutants are super powerful. Cause she understood X-Men. Like I'm a big X-Men fanatic, so she's seen all the X-Men movies with me, but she didn't really tie it together that goes with Marvel as well, because the two franchises were separate. So I'm explaining like, this is how this can all play back in together. And then also kind of explaining the multiverse and like why she's like Iron Man is gone, but listen, we might get Iron Man back, or, there's a good chance that all this stuff may happen. There's been a bunch of Thors. Right. And I've been trying to explain this to her, but she's still not rolling. She's like, listen, Photon needs to be Photon and Captain Marvel needs to be Captain Marvel. I'm like, all right, so, but watching the movie, she enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It didn't really add anything to the story. So I'm like, I don't feel bad about missing it between Infinity War and Endgame, because it didn't really add. It didn't add anything to Endgame. Well, it explained where she came from, like how Fury got the pager and all that stuff. But
exactly,
I didn't really care.
That's all. Okay, so that's the part I was going to ask. If that mattered to you, because that, to me, if I didn't see that part, I would have wondered where in the world she came from and why is she automatically the strongest Avenger. That's where I would have went to. But
well, you knew who the character was already, though.
I did, right? That's what I was just about to say. That I'm coming from a person who actually knew that character. I think it's dope that Photon is coming. I think that once Toy sees that the possibility of what Photon can be and how strong she is, and then seeing the implications of how your goddaughters and daughters and my kids will see another person that looks like them on the big screen that's a superhero, kind of the same thing that Black Panther had. It'll show the importance, because a lot of kids don't really read comic books, or they didn't read them because it was our time. So getting a kid to read a comic book now is like, so like a movie and showing it out like that is going to be kind of dope. So I was very geeked to see that it play out that way. And we talked about the finale of WandaVision last week. So,
but hold on, wait, did you have a problem with Photon becoming Captain Marvel? Because I literally don't care. Yeah, I'm like, their powers are basically the same.
I like to see the black woman be the good person.
Right.
I'm a little skewed on that,
Once I explained that part to her, like, well, Captain Marvel isn't technically gone. It's like Photon just is gonna have to take up the mantle because things gonna happen. And then she was like, oh, okay. But
I think if she understood that. You did right by trying to explain to her that there are other versions of the characters. There's other Iron Men, there's other Thors, and it's really come to, it's like the enigma of the person. So like Thor was just a person, but the person who wielded Mjolnir, just like Captain America wielded Mjolnir, and even Vision held Mjolnir in the Marvel universe. There's other ones too, but it's like what is Thor? The God of Thunder? Like what is
Thunder?
It?
Yeah.
Okay, God so there's other Thors, So understanding that, I know it's kind of hard to explain that to her now, but once she starts seeing it more and more, and I think Marvel is going to not leave that on the mantle. They're going to keep piggybacking on that. Just like there's not going to be that Iron Man, but there's going to be another one. So Tony Stark
or Spider-Man.
Come back. Right.
Miles Morales.
Right. Miles Morales.
And that was another thing I had to kind of explain to her. 'Cause I think that she thought it was going to be a copy paste. And I think that may have been what upset her. Like, no, I want her to do her own thing. And it's like, well, she's just going to take up the mantle. It's kind of like Miles Morales. Like, yes, he's Spider-Man, but his powers aren't exactly the same as Peter Parker's. Right. And I'm like, each iteration, they'll have their own kind of special thing. They just take up the mantle of this person, essentially. So she's coming around to it. She's coming around to it now. But that was a big thing.
So I want to ask, though, one thing, because we're talking about shows and everything with that. I got to ask you about Snowfall.
Yeah.
Right? So all right. So the way to the last, spoiler alert for anyone who's watching Snowfall who hasn't seen the last episode. If you don't, you're slacking. I don't know what's going on that you haven't seen it. But, it's getting going. All right. And the way the last episode ended, Leon and Franklin are in a pickle. And I am wondering how they're going to get out of it. Are you happy with the way Franklin is being depicted now?
I think that his progression is correct, if that makes sense. Like in terms of the actual show and what's going on, I think that his progression is going the right way for what's going on in his life. Like he is starting to have to turn into a cold heart a little bit, and that wasn't Franklin before. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say cold heart, I mean like it feel like he don't really care about when he got to mess somebody over a little bit. Like when he messed him over on that bookstore, it felt like he was just like, man, this is what had to happen, whatever. It was for the greater good. He didn't mind sacrificing them people. Mm-hmm. And then, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the proper progression for what happened at the end of season 3, him getting shot, Mel turning on him and all that stuff, Leon now turning on him or whatever, because as much as it seems like him and Leon are they're just short a conversation of being back to where they were supposed to be, but neither one of them want to budge.
Well, I think Leon he has a real gripe with Franklin, and he has a valid gripe because Leon, it's basically friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like if somebody wanted to get at me, God forbid, but the way to get my attention was to go at you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's kind of weird. But is it safe to say that Leon's issue that he has right now is because of Franklin?
His issue with Franklin is that he can't see the bigger picture. And that's Leon's biggest flaw right now, is that he don't understand that, you know what I mean, where they were ain't where they are. You know what I'm saying? And Franklin is adjusting, but Leon's having trouble, you know what I'm saying, shifting out of just being in the streets and into where they're actually going. And he don't want to accept that. And Franklin understands, like, hey, man, listen, in business, There's going to be some times where, you know what I'm saying, somebody might have messed you over before, but you got to work with them and cooperate right now. Like you can't let the personal part of it interfere with this business. So when he's looking at, like when they ran into Teddy and Oso at the club and Leon ready to shoot, and he like, man, listen, this is the plug and this is the way we're getting what we're getting in here. Now, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I understand all the stuff that happened with Kevin or whatever, but Kevin made his own bed. Like, he chose what he was going to do, and he got to be responsible for that. I'm not holding that against Oso and Teddy. But in Leon's eyes, he like, man, that was my friend, and they was responsible for what you did to my friend. And so I'm not letting that ride. Again, Leon being too small-minded to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get up to pace with what was going on. Just like he's willing to throw it away with Franklin, who is the guy who's feeding him, supplying him, and he's willing to let his whole block dry up, you know what I'm saying, just because he's having a spat with Franklin, when in reality, you need to be keeping that peaceful. You ain't got no reason to be letting your ego get in the way how you feel with what's going on.
Yeah, it's nothing short of a conversation. You're right. They're going to have to have it, and I think they will piece it up. I do think that this season's going to end in Franklin getting his hands dirty, and he's going to have to. You know what I'm saying?
Getting his hands dirty. Yeah.
He is getting his hands dirty. And I started thinking back on the progression of the character. Franklin's gotten his hands dirty a lot. And I was short selling him, saying that he was just, Leon did everything for him, or the uncle would stand up for him. Franklin's been getting his hands dirty. But I think in this instance, Franklin got to get his ghost moment. He's going to have to put on the cloak. He's going to have to go get, first of all, he's going to have to be the only one to go get old boy. Because old boy is, I'm amazed he's out in the open the way he was.
Terrence.
It ain't going Terrence. It ain't going to be Leon, because now that's Terrence's daughter that got killed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I didn't understand why Leon. Look, I mean, this is a show, so we're just talking. We're talking strictly tactics. But why did Leon leave his baby mama alive?
Yeah, I would have thought he killed because you're right. Because no one would have ever known who did it.
Right.
If he
had, you could speculate.
I think it just freaked him out a lot. And I knew as soon as the daggone ice cream dude was coming, I thought maybe the ice cream man was the shooter, but I'm like, no, that's going to be the roadblock. So I kind of saw that coming, but I didn't think that it would be the daughter. And I'm like, ooh, now we got a plot twist, a super plot twist. Now, boy's already been out for blood before, but now he got to go. So I know he's going to die. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder at what detriment is going to happen. Is Leon going to get shot too? You know, what loss is going to happen on the other side? Besides little young boy.
They're going to have to band up. Okay. I think Louis gonna end up taking a slug at some point. I think Franklin, the only slip up I think Franklin is making right now is that new girlfriend.
That new girlfriend. Like, you called that from get go.
She came in too quick and too fast, man. She came in hot. You know what I mean? Just trying to figure out a way to be down.
You said that from get go. I remember the very first time you said, like, I don't know about her. I don't trust. You didn't say I don't know. You said I don't trust her. She's the ops. And you said that literally the first time she was on screen. Yeah. And I said, I don't know. I'm kind of getting. She came through, and you like, she came through too much. I was like, okay,
she making herself too useful.
Yes, and that makes a lot of sense. But even when the aunt was saying, like, you know, you're sleeping with her, so I should trust her. So now she in the club too. You know,
man, no, I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that at all. Had to turn the light on. It's getting dark.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. I see. All right, man. So let's start like we always do. What we've been playing. What you been playing, bro?
Oh, man, I just been playing 2K, a little bit of Mortal Kombat. I ain't really had much time for much of nothing. 2K is always my kind of go-to when it's like, I got an hour. Let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get down. Play a little quick game of 2K. I'm going to tell you what, if nothing else, they got my team right. And A, the free cards that you get, and B, like the new agendas that they give. Like, it's so much of an incentive to play now. That they did a great job, and they give away really good free cards. Like we got a free Opal Donovan Mitchell. And it's like it's Donovan Mitchell, but it was free. You know what I mean? It took 20 minutes to get the card.
Oh come on, you doing the Utah hate too? Like Donovan Mitchell's good, man.
No. It's not that. I'm just saying, like when you think about like I pull if you had a chance to pull Opal Jordan or Opal Donovan Mitchell, you know what I mean?
Okay, Jordan. If I got the choice, you're right.
And they know that. They know that ain't nobody busting packs to get Donovan Mitchell. I really like him. He's a good player or whatever, but it's just some players that ain't going to move the needle, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so they're never going to give you the heavy hitters. You're never going to get the best of the best players. But the fact that they're giving away a lot of good free young player cards, like, man, Diamond Tyler Hero was free. Amethyst Colin Sexton, you know what I'm saying? They're giving away a lot of, and they're good cards. That's the whole thing too. Like they're actually usable. I've been playing online a lot too because a lot of the challenges have been online. Yeah, I have been playing online a lot. Let me tell you, I didn't realize people were just terrible. I'll be playing with like butt cheek squads. I played against a guy earlier that had 2 Dark Matter cards and a Galaxy Opal, I literally had 2 rubies and a sapphire. I had 2 reds and a blue.
And you beat him?
Beat him by like 10. I'm like, bro, you were terrible.
He's terrible. That person, he or she is terrible. I can only think that they let their child play, or maybe the child was the one who got him. I can't think it's a child because those dark matter, those odds are doo doo. Like I watched Troy Dan bust literally 500 and some odd packs to get one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So how this person got them is amazing to me. But then they're not selling for much either.
I mean, getting MT is tough enough as it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like either you grind the game a lot or you going through nefarious channels to get your MT. Okay. But that's whatever. I don't know how he got the cards, but he was awful. I was like, really? Man, I didn't expect you to be this buns. I literally was just trying to finish an agenda challenge, and it was just to play a game of Triple Threat offline with 3 Cavaliers players. I did not come into this expecting to win. I'm like, I'll take an L real quick. Hopefully they'll just play real fast, shoot some threes, and I get on out of here. Especially once I seen their team. Mm-hmm. Then next thing I know, I was up like 8-4. I was like, oh, you're buds. What did the kids say? You're dog water.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, man, you heard it when we was playing with Lil Nadir. That's what he kept telling all the other kids in Fortnite. Man, you're dog water.
You pay attention to the Lil Nadir. That's your nephew. I don't pay attention to half the stuff the voice says. So a little bit of father parenting moment here. I was helping him edit a video they have to do now. With it being the remote, and they're back in school full time now. But he had to edit a video. And I'm like, okay, so he had to do a voiceover for endangered animals. He chose to do kangaroo. Okay. So he doing a kangaroo.
Kangaroos are endangered? I learned something today.
Yeah. So he had to maybe they're not endangered. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the preference was that they were endangered animals. Maybe it was just a animal that you found cool. Uh-huh. Anyways, he had to make a slideshow, and then he had to voice over it. So in order to do it, you got to read your slides, right? Fam. We're reading the slides, right? And I'm like, I just set him up, and I'm just sitting there. I hit record, let him go, because it's an online thing that they have to do, which is kind of similar to Adobe Premiere Pro, but it's the online version. It was free, so they probably figured all kids don't have access to Adobe. So anyways, he's using it. He's reading the slides, and if you'd have heard this, the he couldn't even read his own writing because it didn't make sense. It was almost like you're talking to yourself. So he's like, yes, kangaroos is nice. Yes. I also like cake. Yes. And I'm like, fam, like, stop recording. Let's shut it all down. All right. I assume we were coming into this, which you just have to read everything you had wrote and everything was cool. We're retyping this. I typed it back out for him. So now we have to record it again tonight. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I don't listen to nothing that Lil Nadir says. You're Uncle Kev, so I guess you're half.
So I can just see you like you over here. You set up the mic, got him on the board. You press record or whatever. You chilling back, looking at your phone or whatever. You just start hearing some noise in the background. You like, wait a second now. You know, like something catch your ear, and then you start listening a little bit more close, like.
Well, what got me was the fact that you're reading your own words. So I'm like, why is this boy fumbling over his words? He's recorded videos before. Why is he's not nervous? And I looked at what he was reading. I said, oh, that's why. You sound like gibberish. And these are your words, okay? So no, we stopped it. I can't have you going out like that. If it's on the internet, it's here forever. So we're going to go back. We're going to rewrite this, and we're going to have Dad's going to write you out a good script and type it in a way that you are now making sense, and we're going to put it out there right.
My boy was out there. He was trying to power through that project. Fam, didn't realize.
He was. And then it led to you already know, bro. It led to the dad lecture of you don't try to get the least, just the pass. We got to make sure it's good. Okay. Especially when you're reading. Okay. Because he sounded like he didn't know English. He sounded like English was his second language, fam. So I said, no, I'm not letting you go out like this. Okay. I'm not letting it read. All right. We're gonna retype it and redo it. So now I typed it back up, and it took a couple minutes, but it was cool, man. It was cool. And I will say though, bro, and I said this yesterday, I was helping Malik with his schoolwork. We helped out, and I got Khalees done with her schoolwork. I said, man, I'm bodying this dad thing, man. I really am. I leveled up, man. The gold hair was flowing now. I've ascended. You know what I mean? I've ascended. But now with that all being said, y'all leave me alone now. Dad's over. I'm done. All right, leave me alone. I'll let me play my game. So
I was gonna say, now, what time did you finally have to lay it down yesterday? Because I figured them kids probably worked the body. Because it wasn't like the wife was just off the clock. She was gone.
She was gone, bro. It was a fun day though, man. It was really a fun day. I tried to think about breaking free. There was no way they would have. Friday night, I let them all sleep and sleep with the little kids. I let them sleep with me. We had a sleepover. in my room. I just seen you the picture. It was cute as heck. They were. I don't know what time they went to sleep because I went to sleep. All right, I don't know. All I know is I woke up and they were asleep, and they woke up when I woke them up. So they must have been up pretty late, but it was cool. Saturday was literally just playing. We played games. I played a video game with them a little bit. We ate. They had the nerve to want to eat again. And they went outside and played, and then it was time to really get ready. And then by the time I was just about at my 10% life bar meter, the wife was home.
Hey,
so
there you go.
I was saved, man. So yeah, needless to say, there was no pod going through yesterday. I wanted it to, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
So but it was cool, man. As far as me, I'm playing, fam. And I know we talk about it before, and I can't speak on it enough. And even now that I'm almost done with it, I'm probably at the last 30% of Mario Color Splash on the Wii U emulator from my computer. And I know I played it at 4K, so it looks kind of better than a Switch game. But this game is so fun, man. Like it is really a super fun, like humorous. You never played. I gotta let you borrow the one for the Switch. And it'll make you appreciate the one on the Wii U a little better. And I know we talked about emulators before, but you really got to dive into them, man. Like this game, Mario Color Splash for the Wii U, but I'm playing on the computer emulator, upscaled to 4K. Right. Amazing game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another SSD because like I don't want to clog up my NVMe too much. But like, and that's the main reason I haven't really installed a whole lot on my computer because like once I put Mortal Kombat on there, I cleared out all them games I ain't been playing. I got like 4 games on my computer right now because I'm like, listen, if I get above 50% on this storage, I'm not gonna feel good. You know what I mean? I know I could push it to the limit, but I don't want to do that because then you start getting attached to the things that are on there. And there's nothing worse than having a computer with full memory and you can't actually figure out what it is that you can take off of here. All right, it's like, I want to go. I want to be out of here now. But I'm going to dial this back for a second too, because you brought up an interesting point about yesterday in the pod. So now remind you, yesterday I kept telling my wife like, man, we should go out. It's such a nice day. It's such a nice day out. And she's like, no, I don't really want to go out. And then she was like, you know, you should go over to Nadir's and do the pod over there. And I'm like, but Sharita's gone. She's like, yeah, so you guys can just do it. I was like, I'll die. I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? The kids are already ramped up. Like, if now if it's just me and him watching them, they're going to be extra ramped up.
Oh,
like,
extra.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I won't make it.
Right. That's funny as heck, man. I thought about that too, but I knew if you came, I was just gonna say you come over just to kick it with me. But it would have been literally we'd have just been the dorm with a bunch of little kids running around. We'd just been you on the other computer, and we just been talking about stuff because there's no way we'd have potted. There's no way. No. There's absolutely no. Uncle Kev is here and Mommy's gone. Oh yeah, we turning up.
Okay. And listen, I'm gonna advocate for them. I'm gonna be like, oh, they want ice cream. Let's get it.
and there lies the problem with you, because I cannot wait for your day to come. I'm just gonna pop up one day like Uncle Deere's here. Yeah, candy, Sprite. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm out, y'all. I'm out. Right. All right.
Peace, homie.
Somebody's gonna hate me, man. She's gonna hate me with everything.
No, she got the patience. Like me, I just tap out. I be like, all right, man, listen. You win. You win today.
You think you're just gonna fight the kid, man? Like, yeah, put him up. You know, that's what you think.
It's either gonna be that or I'm gonna just tap out. Like, got to be one of the two. Like some days,
somebody gotta give, man.
I'm gonna feel like Offset. Remember when Offset got caught cheating and he told the internet y'all won? That's how I feel about them kids. Like some days, man. Like, hey, you keep working the body enough, like you might just win. You know,
right? Hey. Kidney punch. Like you got it, man. You got it.
Yeah, y'all won, man.
Right. Besides that, though, man, nothing else. Like I said, modded that 2DS XL. That was my project. I either was going to do that or I was going to do a Raspberry Pi, which I might still do a Raspberry Pi one day. I want to I want to see that I can do it. I know I can. I just want to do it.
With daycare, and then you're definitely going to do it, especially like once you convert the downstairs into like you know the full family area and all that. Yeah, I can definitely see.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Which once again, I think once that project is done, I'm like, nah, now what? You know, so,
it'll be for the kids.
That's what I could say. Yeah, that's what I could say. But no, I haven't played anything else, man. It's been a slow week for me as well. Like I said, just trying to finish up that Mario Color Splash. I'm a little bit sad once I do beat it because I'm on the last level now, and I know that I'm close to the end. I should say I got about 30%. Not say 30%. I got about 5% left. And once I'm done with it, I'm gonna be a little sad because it's a visually pretty game, and you know, I can't recommend it enough, man.
There you
Can't
go,
remember
man.
that.
Let me ask you this: have you thought about getting one of those like mini arcade boxes yet? Like I know you've seen them, just like I've seen them, where they got all the little retro games or whatever, and they look like old school arcade boxes, but they're just super little. Like so, they're for kids.
Yeah. I think Neo Geo makes one. And I thought about getting one but when it was on sale, because like regular price is like $80, and it was on sale for like $30, and like the deal in me won't let me take it, won't let me get the
let you buy that 80 now. Yeah,
nah, it won't let me do it. So I'm waiting. I'm just holding tight, waiting for it to happen. But then by then I already have a full arcade system built, so I won't even have.
I guess that was kind of the thing too, because I looked at it like, man, you know, this would be kind of cool, like just hey, whatever to have it. But then I think about like. My godkids have one, and like, where would I exactly put it? Because it really is little kid height. Like, yeah, like you would have to like sit crisscross applesauce.
You're talking about the 1-Up machines.
I guess I don't know, but
well,
they look like arcade machines.
Okay,
they
do. They are arcade. They're mini arcade systems. Yeah, I thought about getting one of the Turtle in Time, which is pretty dope. That Turtle in Time game that came out. It's coming back. That looks pretty dope. I want that. I'm there for that. But they have risers on them, so when you put the riser on it, it is actually at adult height.
Okay.
So
is the riser something extra I have to buy?
Yeah. The riser's I think the riser's like $50. Yeah, but it's not bad.
Like that's a waste of money, man. Like
put a cardboard box under there. Then
listen, I already wasn't gonna play this thing. It was just to look at it and say I got it.
Yeah. I like them though. 1-Up's got a good thing going though. But like, did Toy play Pac-Man? Was she a Miss Pac-Man fan growing up?
I think so. I've never seen her play it. Actually, no, I take that back. On PS2, I had a Pac-Man game. She used to play that a little bit.
Okay. I think Sharita said she was too. I might have to get one. I want to get one for that reason. If I don't build, well, I can say if I don't, because I'm going to build that arcade system. It's going to happen. That's 3 months. I'm counting it down. 3 months left. I look at the daycare kids now and tell them like 3 months. I'm like, what's Mr. Dady here talking about? Listen, 3 months and it's over. Right, you're out of here. I'll probably never see you again.
I'll never see you again.
Never see you again.
Good luck to you in life.
Yeah, give you a fist bump and a peace sign. Like, see you.
Right.
Graduate, listen to your parents.
A boot and a pamper. Right on out the
Right. Hate them kids. All right, man. So Bethesda and the Xbox deal came about. Xbox, they announced. So first of all, I didn't really understand this whole deal. I understood that they were going to be in business part. They were Xbox was buying Bethesda. I didn't know what that would mean for Xbox. So they went ahead and released that. Well, they released 13 games are coming out now. They're available on Bethesda games are available on Game Pass. Yeah, so we got Dishonored 2, Doom, the original Doom, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 3, Doom Eternal, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Steel Dawn, Prey, Rage 2, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Evil Within, Wolfenstein Old Blood, and then Wolfenstein Youngblood. I'm not gonna play any of this, and I understand that it is kind of a win.
No Fallout 3?
No, Fallout 3 is not on here.
Wow, that's a big L.
Well, I think what they're going to do as well, though, they did say that future Xbox titles are going to be exclusive. Now, remember we talked about it before, wondering if that was going to be. So, say they come out with a new Elder Scrolls. And it's only on Xbox and PC, people are going to lose their stuff, man. PlayStation owners are going to be upset about that. That is a win for Xbox, but that's if it's going to happen. That's if.
Really.
It's a big if. No?
Just buy a PC if you're worried.
Because
that's what as you said it was like, as soon as you're like, oh, they're going to be exclusive, I was like, I have a PC.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about to the people that only have Xbox, which I don't understand if there's many of those people out here, because Xbox is actually running a nasty game. You can't even get an Xbox right now, and I think they're doing it like they're putting the whole exclusivity on it when it's really not. They're selling it, and the only way they're selling it is if you get the Xbox where you have to lease it or paying a monthly fee on it, which is nasty. They should not do that. It ends up being the same price, but I don't think that they should do that.
No, it doesn't, because you got to lease it and get the Game Pass and all that other crap. Like, it's the bundle price essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
so that is nasty. Yeah, so I thought I saw the story with Bethesda and Xbox, and I wondered if it's a win or not. And like the fact that I have to wonder if it's a win tells me it's not a win.
Nah, I mean, listen, old games, it's cute. I get it. Like, I mean, I will play Fallout. Like, I consider getting Game Pass to see if those games are going to be on PC, because I would kind of like to play like Skyrim on PC with all the mods, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
that's what really brought me into the fold because like I mean, I remember just seeing that game and being like, man, that looks brilliant. I really want to play it. And then when
PC is on there, Skyrim PC is on there.
It is. Are all those games on PC?
Most of them are. The ones the ones that aren't were never on PC. So like Skyrim was on PC and then Elder Scrolls wasn't, but it's on Game Pass or the what's the one called where you can play it on your phone and your tablet?
I don't remember. Xbox,
I forget the name of that thing.
Mobile. Whatever.
Xbox's branding is awful, man. I hate their branding. Yeah, but most of these games are actually just on
Smart Glass.
Xbox. Smart Glass, yeah. Doom 64. Like, how can I be excited about playing Doom 64, man? Like
that game is like probably 99 cents on Steam right now.
Right.
Like,
right.
Like, who cares?
But I think the biggest thing though is that going forward, what is that going to mean for people? Like, what is that going to mean for games that you're going to?
Not a lot.
The new Bethesda games. Like, if they come out, like I said, if they come out with a Skyrim, they say new Skyrim, but it's only coming on Xbox. I think it'd be a timed exclusive because I don't think they want to leave all that
money on the table.
But I gotta think Microsoft gotta try to get a win some way. They got to, right?
You know, at this point, that would be like Bethesda doesn't release games frequently enough for anybody to really care that much. And it's like, and it's such a niche market because you don't play Bethesda games. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like Fallout, I like Elder Scrolls and all that stuff. Like I like those games, but it does have a very small player market base. It's not like Rockstar where it's like, no, you got to play Red Dead. No, you got to play GTA. Like it ain't Call of Duty where it's like, oh, it's an every year iteration. Like, you know what I'm saying? You missing out every year. No, you're going to get a niche game every 7 to 8 years. Yeah, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't because Fallout 76 was a turd. Everybody knows that.
You never played it, did you?
No, absolutely not. I knew from the moment that they said that they were making Fallout multiplayer, I was like, this is a mistake. Like they've completely missed the plot of what people enjoyed about Fallout games. So no, I never played it. I never will. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if it's a win or not, man. I think time will tell. And the fact that I have to ask and question it, I don't think it's a win. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, man. What else is going on in gaming news? Ain't nothing really else going on, is it?
I don't think so, man. It was something I thought of this week, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing this, and now I've completely forgotten. I think it was playing my Switch, but clearly I abandoned that. I did turn it on the other day to check to see if the Nintendo, like the Nintendo and Super Nintendo, whatever those things are called, I wanted to go see if they had any new games. That whole thing has just completely blown its load at this point. Like, no more good games are ever coming to those things. We got all the good games that existed back then until they release like 64. Like, just give us 64. Yeah. Just give us Nintendo 64, man. Like, and don't quit trying to rebrand those games back to us. We don't want that. All right,
that's what they're doing, man. They're
give us the emulators.
They're repackaging all the GameCube games and making them like in the not games with gold, but like the exclusive, like the Mario bundle that came out with Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, and Mario Galaxy. It's like, come on, it wasn't even upscaled or anything like that. It's literally just the exact same game emulated on the Switch. Like you said, just give us those games, man. Just let us buy them a la carte. Let's buy the games we want to play.
No. Put them in the emulator like you got the Nintendo and Super Nintendo catalog, okay? It's been long enough. We bought those games enough. Put GoldenEye on this Switch and watch it go on fire, okay? Everybody will play GoldenEye on this thing.
Everybody will. It probably will get a resurgence. It will start getting people, everyone will start putting in different rules again. Nobody can use Odd Job. You can't stand in the corners because I still think that was cheesy, man. People using Odd Job was cheesy, bro. So many arguments happen over it. People using Odd Job. Like, this guy's using Odd Job. And like, oh, okay. Yeah,
you could beat Odd Job though, man. Like, you know what? My guy was the voodoo priest or whatever. He could get it done, man. Yeah, the dude with the black and the white face.
Oh, okay. I used to use the Russian. I forget his name. The Russian dude. I used him. Carla Koff, whatever his name was.
Bro could get it done. I forget what his name was, man. His name was Mr. Something, man. But he could get it done, and I could beat Odd Job, no problem with him.
Okay.
But I know what you mean because like Odd Job, if you got close, he was too short to actually hit him.
He would just get short.
You had to aim down.
Exactly, you have to aim down, and that was before holding down left trigger to aim. That was, that came later. So it was cheesy, man. So we just didn't like it. All right, man. Let's talk about the All-Star game. So NBA All-Star game happened. All-Star day, not All-Star weekend. Giannis won MVP. One thing I realized though, man, Steph is the best shooter we'll ever see. Like Steph Curry is literally the best shooter. But what him and Dame were doing, shooting it from like half court just effortlessly, and I found that was super dope. LeBron played about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I got it. I will say I'm gonna give LeBron some kudos though, man. He clearly was like against being there. You know what I'm saying? He came, he did what his obligations were to do. He seemed to have fun for the 5 minutes he was out there. And then he was out. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him kudos for that. But he was, if you were there to see LeBron, I don't think LeBron even wore any All-Star game shoes. He literally was just out there with some regular old LeBrons he wore throughout the year. So that kind of to me showed me how the players looked at this All-Star game. It wasn't no exclusive shoes, it wasn't none of that stuff. It literally was, just an All-Star day. I thought the dunk contest was okay.
No, quit the lies. With the lies. That dunk contest was awful.
Okay. When I say it was
what do you remember?
That they could jump really high. That's all I remember. I don't remember it being entertaining. It was something to do. It gave it a longer break where I go cook some chicken wings in the air fryer.
That kiss the rim junk was trash.
It was.
That was trash. I'm like, man, this is. They tried to hype it up too. Like, oh, well, now see if he blew a kiss at the rim, man, then that's pretty cool. It's like. No, it's not. Yeah. Quit with the lies. Aaron Gordon went between both legs.
Yeah. What made the All-Star day so funny was the potential of the All-Star weekend when I saw a little baby shoot that daggone free throw. And I said, You know what? That was worth his weight in gold right there, man. Like he's good at other things, not basketball. All right. Like I don't want to see that. I always thought those All-Star games those celebrity games was kind of trash. Kevin Hart, once he stopped playing, it was like it wasn't funny anymore because like that was funny watching him play. But yeah, what'd you think about All-Star Day, man?
Oh man, I do like that celebrity game. Quavo had a beef. I don't know what his beef was.
Yeah, he was out there playing very hard.
Yeah, and I know 2 Chainz was upset too because like 2 Chainz like he know how to ball a little bit. I think 2 Chainz might have played collegiate basketball. I know he definitely played high school basketball. Pretty tall guy, like he can hoop. But Lil Baby was just man. Like he looked like the guy who like he watched other people play on the park and he was like, I could do that. Yeah. But he didn't actually practice none of it. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball's a hard game, man. Basketball's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like one of the worst.
Practice.
It was one of the worst free throws I've ever seen. Like seriously, in my 42 years on earth, it's one of the worst free throws I've ever seen. That wasn't an air ball. Because literally, it was all backboard and then back to him. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're trying to miss, but you're doing the chest pass to the actual square and then have it come back to you. That's what it looked like.
When he shot that 3, like he went between the legs, behind the back, and then he shot that 3, and it hit the back corner. Like it hit the back corner of the backboard. Everybody was like, ooh, yeah. Yeah. You could tell he was feeling good before he put that up, and it was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, between him doing that and Fabulous shooting 2 complete air balls that were like at least 3 feet short. Yeah, I was like, I'll never watch one of these All-Star games ever again, man. This might be the worst.
At least Fab was in street clothes though, so it's like, all right, maybe I give him a little pass. He had on sunglasses. Maybe he just couldn't tell the distance. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't stretched. He wasn't warmed up. They put him on the spot. Well, it's always funny whenever the commentators are like, all right, man, this is for $20,000 to the Children's Hospital. And then you just airball, and they're like, well, we're going to give them the money anyway.
Do you think that they had it in their mind to give them the money anyway beforehand? Or were they just like, we got to do something? Like,
no, they were going to give them the money anyway. But it was just kind of like, man, listen, we want to at least make it seem like there's something, you're doing something good, and, we put something on the line. But then when you missed that bad, it was like, oh, God. I don't think he wants these kids to have this money.
Not once, but twice.
And that was the worst part. She repeated it. She was like, well, do you want to take another shot at it? He missed it again. She was like, yeah, well, we still going to give him the money. It's like, Pat was doing everything he could to not give him the money.
He was on his Mike Jordan time. F them kids, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Right. That's where it was at.
But that dunk contest was awful. 3-point contest was super exciting, though. I thought that was great. And the All-Star game, for what it was good. Yeah. Steph was the star.
I think you hit it on the head when you said the what makes the dunk contest is having stars in it, and the fact that these were 3 people that we were just like, who, like we didn't know who these guys. We know of them, but they're not stars, man.
Right.
You know, they don't need to be on Obi Toppin. Come on, man. Like, his name alone should have kept him out. You know what I mean? So, although I do think he had some pretty decent dunks, but it's whatever, man. I wasn't here for it.
Yeah, it was Anthony Simmons that won. It was just kind of like, or Anthony Simons. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's Anthony. I think it's Anthony.
It is Anthony, but it's not Simmons. It's Simons.
Simons? Same
Yeah,
difference.
Simons. Yeah.
Yeah, same
Whatever.
thing. Yeah. I'll tell you what's been amazing, though, now that All-Star break is over. It's been like the no country for old men in the NBA. It's like once guys get to a certain level in age that we're just like, I was surprised to see that LaMarcus Aldridge got bought out this week. They're trying to trade him right now. Pop is going to say, like, yeah, he's done. I mean, all things, Pop just came on there. I mean, in so many words, just said he's not going to play. His stint here is over. Blake ended up getting clearing waivers. Detroit let him go. He now signed with the Nets.
That's right.
Still no news with Drummond. We don't know what's going to happen with him.
Foregone conclusion.
Yeah, so I would like to think that the Nets are trying to scoop up as many as they can. So okay,
no. Let's clear this up.
Go ahead.
Now.
Go ahead.
All right, the Nets ain't trying to scoop up nothing. They don't care.
You're caping for Brooklyn is incessive, bro.
It's everybody in the league that wants to go play for Brooklyn. I mean, did you see the 2-man game the Beard and DeAndre Jordan put on last night? Listen,
man,
DeAndre Jordan was a forgotten man before the Beard got there.
I woke up this morning and was drinking my coffee, and I looked at the stat. I was looking at the highlights from last night's game, and I literally was like, "Oh boy, on belly," like he was eating a banana, and I was like, "I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it one bit. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't like this one bit, Kev. I don't like how the Beard is making DeAndre Jordan act like he's the DeAndre Jordan from the Clippers. I hope it doesn't happen with Blake, and because if Blake starts dunking again, I'm calling shenanigans. Okay, I'm seriously, I'm calling shenanigans, and I want Adam Silver to get involved. Okay, I want him to get involved, just like he should have got involved with Miles Leonard. Because okay, how is Miles Leonard? Let me just pivot onto that real quick. How does he still have a job? Explain this to me.
This was the real kicker too. He's injured. I didn't know this, so he's injured already, and so I don't think he was coming back this season anyway. And
really?
Then and then he got a week suspension and $50,000 fine. But that $50,000 might have hurt him more than we knew.
Nah, I mean, he made $9 million last year.
I mean,
and he's on the roster for $9 million this year. He's not hurting for money. It's not a
he's
money
not hurting
thing.
for money. Well, actually, he living in Miami. I don't know what his money like. I don't know how he spend because it ain't about how much you make; it's how much you save. Okay.
The video, right? You're absolutely right. The video that when it showed him and it showed his wife give him that call, and his wife was barking on him, and he just told his homeboy, like, "Hey, I gotta go, guys." Like he had to pack it in. I don't understand how he hasn't been cut yet. Not only is the commissioner a Jewish man, the owner of the Miami community is one of the biggest Jewish communities in the United States of America. Yeah. How can he walk around? It ain't like he sticks out like a sore thumb. He's like 6'10".
Because he was hurt. That's the only reason why. It was out of sight, out of mind. It's like, well, we don't see him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But hold on, wait. So his wife called him after. Was this after the incident or was this separate?
Yes. No. This was during the stream. That's what ended the stream. He got off the stream because of his wife calling him. I guess she must have saw what happened. Because like they said, as soon as it happened, he trended like that. Like as soon as it happened, come on, could you say that word? You know what I'm saying? And one thing about the online community is, and we play games, we understand it. We don't really play with other people, but we understand how.
Slide. Yeah.
Right. That's just what it is. And I'm not ever saying that he didn't know what he was saying. He knew what he was saying. All right. Yeah. He knew what it meant. He knew the time. He knew what the temperature of what he was doing. He's upset he got caught. And
I'm
he's
surprised
upset.
his wife wasn't like divorce. That's what they usually do. I mean, she like, listen, I'm gonna get half anyway. Who cares? Bye.
Yeah, she called him and clearly was barking at him. He was on the phone and then he said, "All right." He got off the phone. He said, "Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to go, man. I gotta go." And he just boned out. So like, if anything, she was the voice of reason to tell him like, "Yo, what are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you say? Why did you do it? But not the first time he's used that colorful language. You know what I'm saying? That's just the first time he got caught. The hot mic, man.
Just like I don't like the way that you were out here trying to slander the Nets, like they trying to stack the board for some reason.
Kev,
like, no, everybody wants to go play for the Nets. I want to go play for the Nets. What are you talking about?
Listen,
everybody wants to play there.
I knew once the Beard got traded to New Jersey that it was going to be the full level of Kev's caping was going to go to a 99 overall. I knew this, right? I had a potential of it ever. I knew it was potentially going to be. I didn't know it was going to be to this level. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I hope that they get into the
they
finals.
won.
I don't. Whatever. I don't see them. I don't see anybody beating them out the East. You know, and you almost had a clear path because we almost thought that Embiid blew his whole knee out the other day, which he's due every once a month. He just falls awkwardly, and I'm like, that's it. There it is. There goes the injury, and then he comes up and he's okay again. So he's okay. I do think that the Sixers are their biggest foe because the Celtics can't figure it out. They won't figure it out. Celtics are not going to be good. But
Just spank them.
Yeah, I know. Like spank them wholeheartedly. The problem. Not the problem. The scary part I have with that whole team is two things. One, Kyrie Irving, he's playing lights out right now. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give him his props. Sage Kyrie is saging everything. All right, he's playing very well. The beard coming in and making everyone better. He's the true point guard that they needed. Kyrie, and I told you if Kyrie stood aside and was like, "You're the point guard, I'll be the two guard," they were gonna be scary. Now they're scary. I don't like this one bit. But the scary thing I have, and I want to ask you this question. Are you at all worried about KD?
Worried about him how? Like because they're winning without him?
No. Health-wise.
Not at all. Because he could take all the time he needs. Like, listen, KD could play. KD could play 15 minutes a night. Okay, it don't matter. Like we're winning without him right now. So it's like he just completes the Infinity Stone. It's like you ain't got to have the Soul Stone in the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? You just need it to snap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's a great analogy. Okay, I'm rolling. Rolling. I love seeing the narratives. My boy Scoop 208 on Instagram. He is the biggest LeBron fan. Like I understand. I never understood what you used to say, Bron sexuals. I never got it until I started seeing them come out the woodwork. I don't understand how anything that Brooklyn is doing has anything to do with LeBron, but I don't see how they got to
protect LeBron's legacy because that's what now the narrative is, oh man, they're doing all this just to beat LeBron. And it's like no, not necessarily. Like I mean they're doing it to win. Period. I don't know if it's really to beat LA. Like I mean LA before Anthony Davis got there, LA got beat pretty handily, pretty easily. Yeah. I mean they didn't make the playoffs. It's not that big a deal.
So speaking of LA, they're saying that Anthony Davis is going to be out for 2 more weeks. I'm a little bit concerned in that. I'm a little bit concerned in that he's a little bit more hurt than they're leading off to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm a little bit surprised that LA is not making any moves for free agency. Is free agency over now?
It'll be over on the 25th. March 25th.
March 25th. Okay. So we got what? We'll say 14th. So we got 11 days.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the LA is going to make any moves. They're saying Drummond would be a great place for him to go, but they're going to have to give up something.
He want to go to the Nets. No, he want to buy out to go to the Nets.
Yeah, he's not going to get a buyout. He's not going to get a buyout. He's not going to buy him out.
Listen, he going to pull a Lou Williams where it's like, listen, if y'all try to trade me, I'll retire. You saw that's what Lou Will did.
I know.
He's like, listen, I won't play for another team at this point. No, if y'all trade me, I'll retire. I'm done. So now guess what? He didn't get traded.
Yeah. So if not LA and not the Lakers, who's coming out of the West?
I don't know. Who cares?
Right, who cares, right? So you got Brooklyn and foe still, huh?
Brooklyn already won.
Okay.
we just playing these games. They just playing for our entertainment at this point. Like, ain't nobody beating Brooklyn. I mean, have you seen the beard out there? Like, I mean, really, just watch him play. It's like you can't do anything with him. Literally, it's like, okay, do you want him to put the razzle dazzle on it, shake you, break you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Put it with a sauce, leave him out there lost. You know what I'm saying? Do you want him to dish and dime and get everybody else going? Do you want him to shoot the ball? You want him to take it to the hole? Like, he can do anything. Kyrie is out there like a madman. Like, he's just breaking ankles. He's a magician. Like, the ancestors' blessings. He's like Nightwolf out there now. He's in 2 places at once all the time. It's just, it's so fluid. KD's just sitting on the bench. KD looks so hungry. Like, KD's just looking on the bench like, ooh, man, wait till I can have anything I want out here. You know what I'm saying? To the point that all the other players in the league are looking around like, yeah, I want that. Like, have you ever been at a restaurant, you order some food, and you look across the table like, man, you got a little peanut butter and jelly. Man over there got, a sandwich stacked this high. You looking at your little PB&J like, I want that. No, get this out of here. I want that.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're doing. Like, you saw Blake was like, listen, I refuse to dunk unless I'm dunking in Barclays. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, if he dunks, he'll probably dunk game 1 too, and I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna tell you.
It's gonna be a double alley-oop. It's gonna be DeAndre throwing it up to the beard lobbing it right on up to Blake. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my
Blake gonna
goodness,
jump
man.
over somebody again. You know what?
Yeah.
An All-Star game, the only thing All-Star game really showed me was that LeBron is going to Golden State. AD is about to get abandoned. Like, LeBron was so happy to play with Steph. And if you think about it, he fits perfect with Golden State. LA's cap is done. Like, it is complete toast. They can't sign nobody else at this point. All right? It's over. LeBron, LeGM has LeGM'd it, okay? Like, he comes in, he gets players and pays them a whole bunch of money, destroys your cap, leaves.
Yo, you hate every version of LeBron except for Cavs LeBron, man. And you've been incessant over this. I think when his career is over, we're gonna do a special podcast due to all the other LeBron versions other than the final form. Not the final form, but the second form.
I love it. No, I love it. Look, listen,
you hate
LeBron with Golden State, I love. I would love to see LeBron play with Golden State. Him and Steph, I think that'd be a great talent. Yeah, I would love to see the Golden State with LeBron versus the Nets. I would love to see that match. Those would be matchups for the ages, and we know we only get a handful of them. But it's like this Lakers team, trash. AD went down. Y'all still got LeBron, and they losing a lot. They've been losing a whole lot. It was looking like they were going to get bounced out the playoffs for a second. They're not good.
I hope AD comes back in time to where they can pull it together and make a run in the playoffs. But it's weird. I mean, I'm a little nervous in that he's more hurt than what they're leading off to be. LaMarcus Aldridge, they were saying that was a good spot for him. The Lakers were even going back to Portland, which is weird.
LaMarcus Aldridge sucks. He's not good anymore. He's not going to help. I'm saying for what you need. It's like when you look at the trades this year and you see that Brooklyn had KD and Kyrie, LeBron had AD in LA, and then you start looking at the trade, and it's like, well, wait a second. Well, the Nets got James Harden, and the Lakers got LaMarcus Aldridge. Come on now. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I don't know if the Lakers can make any moves that'll make them better or too much better, but they're playoff bound. I mean, they're playoff tested, I should say. I think them losing Dwight Howard was big, though, man. I think that's going to come back and snake bite them a bit. Dwight he played a big role last year, and Rondo too.
The Lakers need to do the right thing and trade LeBron to Golden State. Let him be happy.
And that's one thing.
Happiness.
And that's one thing you do, bro. It's like if you're you are the king of blow it up. If it's like, okay, we ain't gonna win, trade everybody. Everybody's gone. There's a fire sale. Who do you want? All right, it's a fire sale.
I don't like to see people suffer. And LeBron, he's done enough in his career at this point. Like, he's been in the league a long time. Like, he's 36 years old. He don't deserve this. I mean, we already seen what KD did to him when he was in Golden State. Like, LeBron knew he couldn't win in Cleveland, especially once Kyrie dipped. Like, he got one over on him. And then KD came to Golden State, and they got whipped. I mean, I think they got one game that series, but they got whipped. And then Kyrie was like, "Oh, I've had enough of this. Oh, you want Chris Paul? Go get him. I'm gone." Yeah. And so he banged out, and then LeBron went back to the finals, got swept. Yeah. And then guess what he did? He got on up out of there. Went to the Lakers. Wasn't no super teams no more now because KD done left Golden State.
I think there is some truth in the fact that you're right. He does come in and tear the building down, tear the cap up, and then dip. I think there's some truth in that.
Peace.
I just wonder what's going to happen now with this all. So, I'm here for it. I love the NBA as a, all year round sport at this point. So speaking of Lou Will retirements, man. So we got to go ahead and play the trumpet, man, for your boy Drew Brees. He went ahead and announced his retirement, huh?
Thank the Lord, man. Drew,
you were sweating, bro. You were sweating thinking he was coming back this year too.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, buddy. Like, listen, we thank him for his service, man. He did amazing things for our franchise. I mean, he brought a Super Bowl, and we'll never forget that. All right, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, Drew Brees, you a legend. You a legend down in the NL. Okay, you're like, man, the Saints owe you a deep debt of gratitude. And I'm glad that you get to move on to other endeavors in life now. Go be the mayor if that's what you want to do, man. They'll vote for you. You know what I'm saying? The people love you now. Now, you might got to watch yourself. Yeah. Now, listen.
Now you're common folk, all right? You might get a jammy, all right? Because we ain't forgot. Yeah, that's the thing people got to realize. We ain't forgot now.
Now, when you get to that inauguration, you make sure you got on the Black History Month Air Forces now when you get to the inauguration. Don't forget where you at now.
Go ahead, a Kente cloth joint on.
Yeah, as he should. Now don't blow it now. But we definitely appreciate you, and listen, man, good health to Drew Brees, man. Hats off, man. Legend, absolute legend. First ballot Hall of Famer, man. Put him in there right now. But thank God.
Right. Yeah.
Thank God
You were sweating bullets because I sent you those links about him maybe coming back. You were like, "What?" Like,
listen, I was about to go buy a king cake when I read that he retired. I was, woo-wee. I was like, man, listen, keep the party going. Crack the bourbon. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, all right, man. So, Nas, the Grammys nominations, Grammys today, right?
Yeah.
So, reporting today. They're getting reported. Nas won his first Grammy. For best rap album of the year with King's Disease. He won it over Alfredo and with Freddie Gibbs. I had Gibbs winning. I thought that Gibbs would do it. I'm not mad at Nas winning because it was a great album. I'm
a little mad. No, it wasn't near as good as Alfredo.
But it wasn't better. It wasn't better than Alfredo. No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't better than Alfredo. I think Nas would even admit that. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Nas for winning it, man. I wonder what Gibbs is going to do. I'm happy for the fact that Gibbs could do it, man. Like, he was there. I know he wasn't just happy to be there. He wanted to win the thing because he thought he was going to win it. But I'm
watching what Gibbs is doing right now, and I don't have any sound, so I don't know if he acted a fool or not. But it looked like he took it pretty well.
Okay, I'll check it out later. I'm pretty sure. I think with him losing to Nas, he'll accept it. I think if he'd have lost to somebody like Lil Pump or something, he'd have been ready to fight. So
no, I'm still not feeling it. But it is surprising that this is Nas's first Grammy. Like was it a sympathy win? I don't know.
Maybe. It was a good album, but it wasn't better than Alfredo.
It was cool. It was all right. I mean, it's
right.
Cool.
Right.
I'm glad for you, man.
Right. So the other end of that, somebody who's not a newcomer to winning Grammys, Kanye won his 22nd Grammy for Best Contemporary Christian Album with Jesus is King. Another album that we really enjoyed, man. It was a pretty good album. I still listen to it. My kids love it, actually. They actually love the album. What's up with your boy Kanye though, bro?
You sent
me the picture with the full baloney face, and you thought I wasn't going to talk about it today, and you're wrong because we got to talk about it. He's baloney face, man. What's up with him, bro? You explain this to me.
Actually, I think that picture was fake. I think it was a fake. Yeah. Right. I seen another picture where he had a beard and it looked a little more regular. Now I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Well, it could have been Photoshop. Either way, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't just that he was baloney face. It looked kind of weird baloney face-ish. Yeah. It wasn't like Spice Adams. Like Spice Adams looked baloney face and like, yeah, you messed up. Yeah. Like that ain't, because like I'm afraid to ever go full baloney face. I'm scared the crap out of my kids. I did it one time. Lil Nadir was like 2. And I'll never do it again. I'll never do that to my son again. He looked at me in the eye. He was like, look, you sound like dad, but I don't know who you are.
He cried.
You can't come in the face. You can't come in with straight baloney. It was a guys to work with that did that. He would just come and he would start just regular conversation. And I would first like, first of all, who are you? And secondly, don't think that you could just come around me baloney faced and think that I'm not gonna A, acknowledge it, or B, just follow along. You're the same person. You're a totally different person, fam. You're totally different now. I can't go with you. You don't know that you're the same person now.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna shave it, man, you got to go 5 o'clock shadow. Like, you can't use a razor and get shaving cream and shave your face. Like, no, it don't work like that. You got to go 5 o'clock shadow low.
Yes,
and just cut it down, but still have some stubble.
Yes. Yeah. I can't. You can't go full commando, bro. I'm not rolling.
Yeah.
What else we got, man? You got anything else?
Blue Ivy won a Grammy today.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, man, this kid.
She does it all.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, she does it all, doesn't she?
Yeah. She does it all.
Yeah, just winning Grammys, everything.
Word. Last thing I wanted to give a shout out. Congratulations to Jay. His two newborns are here. They are here, and Jay's life is officially over, man. So shout out to him. Enjoy the sleep while you can, brother. We love you, man, and congratulations, man, to you and the wife, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Congratulations, man. I'm glad to know everybody doing good, man. I've been avoiding hitting my mans. I was giving him the weekend to settle in a little bit. Yeah, I knew you would.
You gotta hit him up, bro. Ask him how he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, are you okay? Breathe. Get hydrated because you're gonna need it.
Listen, I got no advice for you, player. I don't know. Good luck.
Advice, like, hold tight. And he gets so upset with me. He's like, Nadir, you give me no advice. I'm like, bro, I can't. There's no guide on this thing. I'm still figuring it out. All right. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, yo, just pray for the best. That's all I can say.
But at least you can help him talk through like sleep patterns and stuff. Like, listen, don't wake me up now. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, listen, he'd be like, man, what do I do when they start crying in the middle of the night? Tell them shut up. I don't know.
I'm here to say that's probably not the right answer. All right?
It's definitely not. It's definitely, but I don't know. I know no different. I don't know. My best guess. You know what I mean?
Right. All right, man. Let's get out of here, bro. But yo, I am Nadir.
This Kev.
Yo, this is Games Music Life. We're the Games Music Life podcast, episode 248, man. Drink more water, people.
Drink more water.
Peace.